Every year, millions of people vacation in Yellowstone. They take selfies, watch geysers erupt, believe it's just another beautiful park. And then they leave without realizing something terrifying. Because beneath this national treasure lies one of the most dangerous geological systems on Earth. A place so powerful, scientists monitor it every hour of every day. Not because it's erupting, because one day it could. And later in this video, I'll show you the part of Yellowstone so dangerous, even trained experts avoid walking on it. This is Yellowstone, and it is not as calm as it looks. Most people think Yellowstone is just nature, trees, lakes, bison, old faithful. But Yellowstone sits on top of a supervolcano, and that changes everything. This isn't the kind of volcano that destroys one mountain. It's the kind that can affect entire countries. The last massive eruption happened around 640,000 years ago. Ash spread across huge parts of North America. Some regions were buried beneath thick layers of volcanic debris, and the strangest part, that system never died. Deep below Yellowstone, there is still magma, still heat, still gas, still pressure, which means Yellowstone is not extinct. It is active, just quiet. But quiet doesn't mean safe, because the ground here does something most people never hear about. Imagine standing in a valley while the earth beneath you slowly rises. That has happened in Yellowstone. Scientists using GPS and satellite data have measured sections of land lifting and sinking over time, sometimes by inches, sometimes faster than expected, then dropping again. As pressure moves underground, researchers describe it as a dynamic hydrothermal and volcanic system. To everyone else, it looks like the park is breathing, and then come the earthquakes. Yellowstone experiences thousands of quakes over time. Many are tiny. Some come in swarms, hundreds clustered together, sometimes more. Most are harmless, but every swarm is a reminder. Something below this park is constantly shifting. And what happened next made people even more uneasy, because some believed the animals noticed first. Several years ago, videos spread online showing bison running through Yellowstone roads. Large groups, moving fast. People laughed, made jokes, turned it into memes. But others saw something different. Animals often detect signals humans ignore. Vibrations, low-frequency sound, changes in smell, pressure shifts. Across the world, unusual animal behavior has been reported before earthquakes and eruptions. That doesn't mean bison can predict disaster, but it does mean they sense their environment differently than we do. And in Yellowstone, that matters, because if the ground changes before people feel it, wildlife may react first. But animals are not what injures most visitors here. Something far more beautiful. Yellowstone's hot springs look unreal. Bright blue water, orange rings, steam drifting through the air. Peaceful, until you understand what they are. Many thermal pools are near boiling temperature. Some are highly acidic. Some have a thin crust that looks solid until it breaks. One wrong step can mean severe burns in seconds. That is why boardwalks exist, why warning signs are everywhere, why rangers repeat the same message constantly. Stay on the path. Every year visitors ignore it. Some climb barriers, some chase photos, some test the water, and some never forget the result. Because Yellowstone doesn't always look dangerous before it becomes dangerous. But even those famous tourist zones are not the places experts worry about most. Those are the places you're allowed to see. Yellowstone is enormous. Most tourists experience only a tiny fraction of it. There are remote zones few people ever visit. Backcountry areas requiring permits, regions with unstable thermal ground, places where heat escapes through cracks in silence. Sections too dangerous for casual visitors. And in some of these extreme environments, scientists found life. Microorganisms surviving in boiling acidic water. Life forms thriving where most organisms would die instantly. NASA has studied similar extremophiles to understand how life might survive beyond Earth. Think about that. Inside one of America's most famous parks, there are ecosystems more similar to alien worlds than ordinary forests. And yet none of that is the most unsettling part. Because the real question is simple. What if Yellowstone volcano actually woke up? To be clear, scientists do not believe a catastrophic eruption is imminent. That matters. But if Yellowstone ever had a major eruption, the consequences could be enormous. Ash in the atmosphere, flights grounded, supply chains disrupted, agriculture damaged, water systems affected. Economic shock across multiple states. Even smaller hydrothermal explosions could be dangerous locally. That is why Yellowstone is monitored constantly. Seismic stations, gas sensors, ground deformation tracking, satellite imaging, 24 hours a day. Because when something this powerful changes, people need to know fast, but watching something is not the same as controlling it. That's what makes Yellowstone different. It doesn't need conspiracy theories. It doesn't need fake stories. The truth is enough. Millions of people visit every year. Families laugh, children eat ice cream, tourists cheer when geysers erupt. All while standing above one of the most powerful geological systems on Earth. Maybe nothing major happens for thousands of years. Maybe Yellowstone stays quiet long after we're gone. Or maybe some places stay quiet because they're still building pressure. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.